Bianca, Jade, after the merger, we have deemed your services no longer necessary. Sorry, girls, but it's just business. And I like to keep in touch, but this is our formal separation, and you're free to do as you please. With that being said, the Fifth Syndicate is open for business. I guess there's not enough room in the Fifth Syndicate for Bianca and Jade. I guess they just don't fit the plans that MVP has in mind. And if they're free to do whatever they want, I kind of fear what they might have in mind. But with that being said, we have our tournament, the greatest American tournament, starting with Penta. And in this tournament, it'll be 1v1 matches all the way up until WrestlePalooza. The winner gains a point, and the person with the most points has an advantage in the gauntlet match that they are going to be put into at WrestlePalooza. And of course, we got Penta and the man who came with the idea, the man with the plan, Chad Gable. He wants to show that he's the greatest American, and Penta has other things in mind. I'm hoping to see Penta put Chad's money where his mouth is, kick him in the gut, and get rid of him. Because I want to see Penta get a better placement in this WrestlePalooza tournament match. But it looks like Chad Gable has other plans, looking to try and put Penta out of his misery, or put him in more agony by trying to break his arm. Something an asshole like Chad Gable would do. You know, take liberties and try and beat on people and try and break their arms. Go a little too far with things. Because that's exactly what Chad Gable would do. He likes to take things too far and going out of the bounds of the match. And getting Penta to the outside. Penta's already up, and Chad Gable's in firm control. The crowd hates it. I hate it. Penta hates it. And the crowd, they were getting into it for a second, but now they're booing. Got the pin, and a kick out right away from Penta. I believe Penta wants to put Mexico on the map for the greatest American. And he has a strong chance to do so if he could take out Chad. But all he has to do is do what Penta does best. Show no fear. Jump off those ropes like a madman. And put belt to ass on Chad Gable. Because I'm tired of seeing Chad Gable in control of this match. I want to see some cool moves like this out of Penta. A springboard leg drop. Hulk Hogan, he would have put away God with that move. Because apparently the atomic leg drop was absolutely nasty. And the straps come down, and Penta is ready for him. I guess Chad was able to reverse out of that one. And a crossbody from Penta. Taking the glove off, because it is time to show who the greatest American is to Chad Gable. He's going for that submission. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to snap his arm off. No better than Chad Gable right there. He's going for the pin. The referee looking at the shoulders. They're down. And Chad Gable gets it up before 3. If you ask me, what is the point of this tournament? It's all about pride. And I'd say Chad Gable is the most prideful person here. I might even change that word to egotistical. But yet again, there's Ethan Page. He's even more egotistical. Oh, Penta. Oh, with the swanton, and he breaks his fucking neck there, missing Chad Gable. All risk, no reward there. Chad fighting his way out. The crowd is booing. And he goes for that rope guillotine again. He goes to the top rope. Stop focusing the camera on Chad. He goes for the drop kick. Looking like he's trying to rip the mask off of Penta. He goes for a brain buster instead. He's going for the pin. This could put Penta away. But Penta kicking out at 1. As you've seen Penta coming out to the ring, he is no longer the AAA champion. That has been taken away from him by Rusev, who's over on Raw. It was a tough match over at AAA, but Penta was no longer able to retain that championship belt. So now he's looking for his own trophy here at the end of this tournament. Kind of a, made up trophy. In your head kind of trophy. To be proud of. Because, well, I can't make a trophy. Otherwise, I'd have a trophy. And Penta fighting out of that one. That could have ended very badly for him. And Chad has a hold of your ankle like that. Exploder suplex. Chad feeling the effects of that one too. And Penta's already on his feet for Chad. I think Chad took more damage out of that somehow. Using improper lifting techniques. And Penta going for a crucifix pin. 1, 2. A kick out from Chad. Penta's getting the crowd going. I'm hoping to see a Penta. Oh, looking to see that Mexican destroyer. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. And Penta gains himself 1 point tonight over Chad Gable. Gotta mark it in the boards. Gotta keep track of it. Penta is up 1. Chad is down. And he's not looking like the greatest American so far. But he has, I believe, 2 more chances. 2 more chances to get more points. And here's Trick Williams making his way to the ring with some new gold. Look at that. Throwing it on his shoulder. Alright, I might have changed my mind once. MVP showed me this sexy replacement title belt. I think I'm going to hold on to this one, Oba. But let me tell you, Oba, that IC Championship has your name on it if you want it, player. I mean, he's not completely selfish. He might have told Oba he could have the World Championship, but he changed his mind after he seen that. But he's giving Oba something. How generous of Trick. And Ethan Page, the egotistical one.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring.
This is also part of round 1 of the Greatest American Tournament. We'll be having 2 of these each week until WrestlePalooza, and we have El Grande Americano. Hey, he has it in his name, the Greatest American, and he's looking to prove that he's the greatest American in this tournament. And the crowd is firmly behind him. They have a hero to cheer for and a villain like Ethan Page to boo at. Now let's get this thing started. Oh, getting off the ground right away is Ethan Page, throwing some hammer fist, taking control from El Grande, but El Grande making his way, showing off his wrestling skills that he brought all the way from Mexico to make a mockery of Ethan Page, cranking in that headlock because he has no fear of showing Ethan Page who the greatest American is. And it is not a Canadian born. It is Mexican. And off the middle of the ropes with the crossbody. They're both down. And then we're looking for some more aerial maneuvers from El Grande. As he goes for something that just quite didn't connect all the way. He took the brunt of that as well. But Ethan Page is down. It did something. Oh my God. Turning the page, if you will. Ethan had a little bit of control there before El Grande took it away. And he's staring at him, waiting for him to get up. Got a lot of speed there on that clothesline. And Ethan Page going to the middle of the ropes, trying to earn himself a point in this tournament. Kicking El Grande away to give him a double axe handle. And he's banging his head into the ground. What disgusting act from all ego. The egotistical one. Ethan Page. And El Grande takes him around, reverses that and gives him some elbows, and the crowd's behind it. They love it. Not able to get that one off. Dodge the boot. He's going for the leg. And he's going for a submission. Ethan Page with nowhere to go. But the hooks weren't in tight enough. They're locking up. They're locking horns. Canada versus Mexico. Oh, and a spine buster. Got the pin from the ref. And just a kick out. It looked like Ethan Page wasn't done with him. He pushed him off purposely, as you see that, and boo this man. Choking out El Grande. Absolutely filthy, diabolical this man is. He has no honor. Just all pride, all ego. Just trying to get a win in this tournament in the most disrespectful ways possible. Now Grande going for that buckle bomb. Or that corner bomb. Whatever that might be. Waiting for Ethan to get up. And this might not be looking good for Ethan. Oh, that back suplex dropped right onto the corner. And the fight continues outside. The referee failing to count. And there's the count, right as I mentioned it. We got a 2 count. Ethan showing off his repertoire of kicks on El Grande. Oh my God, and the strength as well to pick up a man of El Grande's size and toss him around. Getting El Grande back into the ring. I hope that he's able to make a turnaround here. But we got a pin incoming. 1, 2, and a kick out from El Grande. The fight continues, the tournament continues. Round 1 is not over. But Ethan's looking to go for a razor's edge. Oh my God, tossing down El Grande. This looks like it could be it. And El Grande gets pinned, and Ethan Page earns himself a point in this tournament. I hate to see it. But next week, you'll see Chad versus Ethan Page and Penta versus El Grande. Just to see who can progress more into this tournament. Who this guy? Oh, and we have Sheamus out here with a microphone, might I have it. I'm not much for talking. I'm one for fighting. At WrestlePalooza, Trick, since you're on the top of the mountain, I want to beat the piss out of you for the love of the game. And not only that, I want that championship because that would just make it that much sweeter. Trick, I'll see you at WrestlePalooza. Sheamus making an offer to Trick Williams that honestly Trick Williams should just decline, because why would he want to get his ass whooped by Sheamus? But we could make it official for WrestlePalooza. Sheamus versus Trick would be a hell of a match to watch. And we have the main event. We have Ricochet, who's been talking shit for weeks to Omos, wanting him to put his title on the line here at Smackdown. He earned his title shot over at Raw, calling everyone over there soft, just using them just to get his title shot at Omos, because he wants to whip the piss out of him. He wants that smoke. He wants that challenge that Omos would provide. And there he is. No longer the double champion. Omos, the champion of SmackDown, the Continental Champion, making his way to the ring. He lost his last belt to Tama Tonga over on Raw in an insane Bloodlines rules match that blew the lid off that Raw arena. You know, one of the best matches in this universe. But Omos, even with all the help and seemingly outmatching Tama Tonga, he was unable to get it done. Tala, with enough help, having them help him kick out of pins, breaking those pins up that could have cost him the match, gave him enough opportunities to finally put Omos away with a submission. Can the same thing happen tonight with Ricochet? Title on the line. All the smoke. Here on SmackDown. Omos handing off his belt for what could be the last time in his championship reign, and showing off Ricochet, the challenger. All for the prize of the Continental Championship. Ricochet tucking in his invisible elbow pads. Bald man versus bald man. Nigerian giant versus extreme racist. The Twitter fingers of Ricochet are at work here tonight, giving Omos a taste of some kicks, a flurry of offense. This is what he needs to keep up if he wants to put Omos down. Just like that, a crossbody. If you could get Omos on the ground, keep him to the ground, you just might have a chance. You just don't want to have Omos on his feet. You don't want him to show off his size. And look at that drop kick. Missing that one, and that could be a grave mistake. Ricochet, with all the shit talking he did to Omos, I'm sure Omos is furious with the things that he said to him that I just won't repeat here live on TV, because seriously, Ricochet was trying to get us off the air with the things that he was saying. But he means it. He means the fight. He wants this to be personal. A little bit of shit talking gets him a long way. It's the only way for him to really feel anything. The more he talks shit, the more he feels like he can perform. And that did not look good for Ricochet, because now Omos is on the attack. He has complete control on him because he's just so much bigger, so much stronger. If he could get his hands on Ricochet, it doesn't look good. Because Ricochet needs to turn it around and continue his onslaught of attacks to dwindle down Omos. And here we go. He's trying to turn things around with the Pele kick. Ricochet's fired up and the crowd is mixed. They love the performer, but God, they hate the person. He's going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. I just had to say, look at the strength of Ricochet able to pick up Omos like that. That didn't look like that was going to work out there. Omos looked a little too heavy for whatever he was trying. Oh, as I mentioned, that was not a good choice by Ricochet. He was biting off a little too much that he could chew. Going under Omos. And Omos catching him with a choke slam. Oh no, he's going for the pin. 1. And a kick out from Ricochet. Ricochet's not done. But Omos is looking to put him away. With a last ride, and Ricochet turns it around. He's got the roll up, and the referee not quick enough to count that pin. It wasn't going to be a 3 anyways, but there was a chance. Oh, Ricochet getting clobbered by Omos. Taking a huge fall, and he makes it to the outside, making a wise decision to get away from Omos. Going after the leg, it's a smart move from the racist, Ricochet. Ricochet getting Omos back into the ring, because it's not going to do him any good if they get counted out. Got him over to the corner. Don't try another one. But it actually works out this time. It works out. He goes for the pin. He could have went for his 450. Oh. Just a 1 count. Again, go for the top rope. Ricochet waiting. Oh, and chops the head off of Omos. He's going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh my. I thought it was over. The crowd is booing. We're not worth it. They are right, because this match is incredible. Apparently, Omos has a proclivity for putting on banger matches. Because he's been going up against a lot of great talent, and Ricochet is one of them. Ricochet putting on a hell of a match, taking down Omos. This looked like this could be going in Ricochet's favor. Everything is going right so far. He has been in control. Omos has not had an answer for him. He's been moving too fast, but not fast enough there. Looking tired. Omos is winded. And Ricochet, another Pele kick. And Omos makes his way to the outside. Ricochet making a bad decision. As Omos is back in the ring. And Ricochet's down. It doesn't look good to be in that position. And he's choking him out. Oh no. I think his head just bounced off the floor. Fuck. That was a hell of a match from Ricochet. I thought he had it. I was kind of hoping that he was going to win it. But Omos is not taking his foot off the pedal and his foot off the neck of his opponents.